Okay, now. Okay. Should be able to hear me. Get all this out of the way. Look kind of presentable in here. Okay. Alright, so I'll turn that down. At the same time, put on some music. And this music is from Bonsai-YEAH. So we'll go ahead and put on my long jam. Where did I put that thing? There it is. Great. What's up, Andrew? Let's see how close I can get so you guys can get a good look at everything. Got plenty of lighting. All right, so got this Fukien here. Happy Friday, everybody, by the way. I just got home from work. And as I always do, I will water the garden. I got this over the weekend for like 13 bucks at HEB. HEB is one of the best grocery store gardens you can ever go to, but this thing had a pretty thick old trunk. I mean, look at that thick trunk right there. It has this like hole in it right at the top. I don't even know if you can see. I'll point with the chopstick. Anyways, I decided I wanted to play around with it today, and I was like, why am I not filming? See, I do a lot of work, bonsai work, and I don't film it. It's just I don't have Brandon here. Getting set up is weird. My cameras don't shoot 4K, so I didn't want to. I like to shoot in 4K. I don't know if you guys know that about me, but I want a very high quality, crisp picture. Oh, Andy's in and out, man. What do you do for a living, Andy? If I can call you Andy. Hope that's okay. Is the music too loud? So I'm using my phone to stream, and I'm watching it on my laptop, my desktop here. We're in my computer room, which is going to be the nursery here in just a few months, man. I got a baby girl coming, so get ready to see some baby and bonsai. That's going to be fun. All right, so anyways, first of all, I thought what I should do is see what the Nabari looks like, if there's any Nabari at all. So let's see if I can get you guys even closer. Wouldn't that be nice? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, how about that, huh? That trunk looks pretty nice. So I'm just very carefully removing the soil here. I don't want to hurt any of the roots. It's the right time to be doing this anyways for the Fukien tree, the Carmona Retusa, the tea leaf tree. Philippines, they will eat the leaves. aids in digestion, you know, so they say. I'm Filipino, so I've asked my mom about this, and she goes, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, we totally do that." She doesn't say totally. What's that looking? How's your week been? You guys being cool? It's starting to cool down here in Austin. It's only, you know, the high 90s during the day. Then it jumps way down to, you know, mid 70s or so. It's getting the time to uh, grow tomatoes again. All right, let's take a look at what we have here. We're starting to get down to some root action, some nabari surface roots. Let's see what we got in here. Get some crossover roots. Oh man, finished cabinets. You know, then you're good. You're good with that stuff. Oh, okay. Aiden's not going. Little boy. Okay. Finished cabinets. So that means you're good with wood, dude. At least, you know, the bare minimum, you could build some sweet bonsai monkey poles. Okay. This thing was pretty high up in some soil there, so just taking off that top layer of soil just so we can get a look at some of these roots here. Got some roots that are sort of starting to wrap around. We want to fix those up while we have the chance. We're going to repot this little guy on Fukien Friday. How you living? How you feeling? Talk to me. What's for dinner? How do you like a Friday stream? You know, most of us have lives and may go out. I don't know. I think folks like me don't have a life outside of bonsai. No, I'm just kidding. We have plenty of life, but it's you know, it's Friday. We worked a long week. Last thing we want to do is go. I mean, yeah, I guess sometimes you want to go out. Okay, it's a big matted mess over here. Can you guys hear the music okay? Should I turn it up a bit? Put the vacuum in here. It's okay. We're getting down to where we can see a pretty decent looking trunk here. A lot of nice vines up in here. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, so you know, if you guys want to help us out, make that 1K jump, you know, be sure to share it with your friends. Tell them to try the $50 challenge. Speaking of which, tomorrow I attempted the $50 challenge. Now, it's a part 1, which means I've only just selected the material. But while we were at a new garden called Garden 17 over here in Austin, I decided what better way to check out this new garden than to try out the $50 challenge. So stay tuned to find out what that tree will be tomorrow morning. Do you guys think 10 a.m. is a good time to air Bonsai-YEAH? Should I just have it ready and available on just all day, just like as soon as it hits 12 o'clock on Friday or Saturday morning? So it just goes live. No preview. Do you guys like the previews? What do you think? So we're getting, this thing was buried up to here. So we removed a good 2-3 inches of soil. We'll turn that music up just a bit. All right, back to it. I think I'm getting down to some surface root, a little bit of a flare here. That's good news. This is looking very promising over here. Not bad for $13, right? Am I in frame? Sorry. All right, so you guys know me, right? I'm Los. I'm an espresso machine technician by trade, so that's what my life was all week long. Fix espresso machines. Tons of different problems, lots of solutions. Ooh, yeah, I like this little reggae jam. Yeah, nice flare. It's a subtle flare, but it's working. So lots of surface roots here. A little bit of matted up mess there. I should go get me a pot to work with. Okay. Leave that much left. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Okay, I went to grab some soil, a container. I didn't have any green containers, but I think this white one will do the trick. So I'm thinking something like that. We'll find a front here in a little bit. We'll figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna grab the rest of my tools, some wire. So, what do you guys think? Are we in a good position here to start working on this thing? Let's see. We'll get a little close up there. All right, I see you all there. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. They didn't get me any. Bring me any dang old drainage screens. Do I have any drainage screens in here? Dang it. Be back again. Let's put these right here so you can get a look at her and tell me what you guys think. Okay, talk to me. Is the music too loud? Alright, you guys are just watching. You guys are just chilling. No big deal. NBD. Okay. First of all, let's decide what we need to do with all the rest of these roots here. We're definitely going to have to trim some back. A little long. So let's just go ahead and shorten that a bit. Go, that's nice, decent. Go ahead and we'll do a pretty hard, it's a pretty thick one right there. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. We'll just go ahead and profile this right here. Okay. I think that's pretty decent. Trying to get right through this root mass here to see where exactly this nabari is starting. The starty nabari. A little gall on this root here. It's probably a good thing to chop off, I'd say. I don't know what that gall is all about. So anything that's really pointing at a weird angle, going straight up. Ones that are straight up we can deal with by just pulling them down later when we get the roots, when we get the soil in. I'm just trying to get a flat bottom here, so let's go ahead and turn it over and see what we got here. Let's go ahead and go through that. And we'll get some ones that are going straight down. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of some of these. They're going straight down. Another gall. I wonder if that's okay. You guys know anything about these little galls? Where did I see that other one? This right here. It's a little gall. It's like a tumor on the roots there. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back and see. Yeah, there's a lot of galls on this. I wonder if that's a healthy thing. Almost like potatoes. So you like that angle there, Eric, right? Should consider that angle then. Just trying to get the surface roots out so we can get a good, nice surface root nabari getting started with, because that would be fantastic to have. I mean, right now we're looking at a pretty Nice radial base already. I'm using an oil paint brush. It's a professional one too. I remember when I was actually painting. Ooh, William Bickford? I don't know. It's essentially a boar hair brush. Great for detailing, brushing dust away. Yes, sir. Okay, so I think I got a pretty decent now. There's this side with roots looks like it's kind of bare. It's gone. There's nothing here, but there's plenty of roots hanging out. So I think we can work with that. I'm gonna go ahead and keep those roots for now down there. Actually, I'm gonna balance it. I want to get the balance of roots right. I want the energy to go up into this area here for roots. Okay. Now it's about looking for a front now. Now, Eric, you had an idea. So I'm going to look at it from y'all's angle here. Slight angle. I did agree on a slight angle. There's a lot of foliage we're going to have to deal with, so we're going to deal with that in a sec. Oh man, it's such a hard decision to pick a front, but I think it's somewhere like here. Something like that. Somewhere where you can see that pretty cool feature in the trunk there. Ooh, look at this. Interesting. Well, we put it in a round pot or an oval shaped pot. This way we can turn it around. So at least if we get a good front and a back, as long as it's not, you know, cattywampus, I guess as you can say. Okay, we'll be all right. Hey y'all, welcome to Fukien Friday live stream. I know you guys are probably looking to see a Ficus Friday, but we're gonna do Fukien Friday today. All right, so I'm repotting this. I've got my embroidery things. What is it called? Like embroidery. I don't know what they call those. Like netting, embroidery netting. Okay, get some more of this aluminum wire. All right, so we're gonna go right through the screens. I don't necessarily always wire the screens down. You don't have to do it. Kind of cool if you do though, but I don't care for it much. Not to say I don't do that. I mean, I do it all the time, so I guess it really just depends on how I'm feeling. Okay, so got my wire ready here. We're gonna go ahead and drop our screens through right in the middle. Okay, great. All right, who we got here? Bonsai Science. Bonsai says round pots always for the win when your tree is still trying to figure out which. Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Nigel Saunders, hello. Andy's saying he's good with wood. Okay with wood. But someone else on the team builds it. He just finishes. That's right. He's got the gun. Hey, S&C, my boys. How's it going? Hello, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, some Torchies. Torchies tacos. Well, welcome to Fukien Friday. I got this really sweet Fukien tree at the local grocery store for 13 bucks. Believe it or not. So, I got this lava and pine bark mix here. I got from Sanderson Bonsai in Fort Worth. And we're in the studio, so I'm kind of trying not to make too much of a mess. Um, let's see what we got here. I want to lay these out flat. So they got some room to be flat. I'm going to kind of dig it in. With a slight angle to it. Okay. What we got? You guys are saying here. Nice deal. Oh, and by the way, Nigel, tomorrow I picked up a really sweet tree for the $50 challenge, and that's right. I attempted the $50 challenge again. It's a part 1, so look out for part 2 next week. But we went to a new garden in Austin. Oh, where'd my screen jumped up a bit. Okay, not a great idea what I did there with the, there we go, I got some soil under the screens. So I'm gonna go ahead and get low, and we're gonna just get this attached to the container, because we got some work to do on top, don't we? Yes, we sure do. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You can pick up the tree with minimal effort. And I'm going to keep a lot of these roots. I'm going to go ahead and just nip a few of them there. Trying to grow up. Excellent. All right. Let's fix this up here. I should have brought my cup. But it's nice having the control. I'm going to go out there and water this in just a moment. So there'll be a little break, but no more than a few seconds, y'all. Look at these roots hanging up. You just kind of tuck them down, tuck them in. We'll deal with them later, you know? And it's a little bit more healthier after this repotting. Now the soil I'm using, like I said, is lava and pine bark fines. Really great. Let's see what we got here. Makes me want to go and pot up a tree. Got a cricket that I can do. Think I'll do it tomorrow? I think you should do it tomorrow, bud. Yes, some really good fall deals. Yeah, this is not a fall deal at all. This is a grocery store buy, because this grocery store that I have next door here pretty much is one heck of a garden in it. It's what they call it, my backyard, HEB backyard. All right, so I'm just gonna fill in any gaps here of air. You guys know the drill. You put some soil down, just work it in, okay? Work the roots. It's working all the air pockets out, and you'll see the soil level slightly go down, which means you're doing a good job. Now, we didn't take more than about 5 to 10% of the root mass off. No, probably a little more than 15%, I'd say, but well under 50. Although I think this Fukien can take a beating though, so we're looking pretty decent here. I'm gonna go get this watered, and then we're gonna work on the foliage. So hang out for just a second, and I'll be back. Nigel, you're funny. I wonder if I can drill some more holes into this thing. And then I can get that nice shower that Nigel has with his copper one, which I believe is pretty close to this brand. Haas? No, I don't know what it is. All I know is I helped get it from. We love that guy, don't we? Okay. Let's see, we got some conversation happening here. Oh yeah. Don't forget to watch Ficus Friday with Nigel tonight. It's rendering. Canceling everything today. I gotta watch Nigel do his thing. We should call it Fukien Ficus Friday. I think fall psychology. Physiology. Gotta love that copper can. I'm gonna get me one of those. Although, I don't know how he can water all those trees with just that watering can. It's incredible. It's a feat in itself. Okay. So let's deal with the foliage, y'all. I want to set it at more of an angle like this. I want to work it. Now this is great soil for these tropicals. That soil retention from the pine, that lava, and I typically like to put a layer of akadama on top. It's a nice little sort of indicator layer, lets you know where you're at dryness wise. Okay, folks. So I think first thing is first, we need to go ahead and just cut some long shoots down, just so we can get a better look at what we have here. I think it may be a good idea to defoliate this whole thing, but yeah, maybe next time. Defoliating would probably be a really good idea right now. So let's just go ahead and do some prune. Now this will be a clip and grow tree. I will not use wires. I think the only wire I will use. Now, is it purist to use wire exclusively for wire? And what I'm getting at here, Nigel, is I know that you're a clip and grow, my kind of guy, my man. Is it okay to use wire for securing it down into the pot? I know, silly question, Los. I'm just kidding. Of course it's okay, as long as the technique you're doing is the clip and grow. Okay. We're just taking down long shoots here, selecting the nodes in which direction that we want that branch to start working later when it starts to rebud out. It starts to grow again, basically. You guys know the clip and grow technique is tried and true. Our friend Nigel is a huge fan of it, and we're all a huge fan of him. That's right, my man. If you get one, it's a rule to water. Oh, yeah. Sorry if I'm missing some of your comments, y'all. I'll take a little break to take a sip here. I want to read some of them. Can you guys hear the music okay? Should I turn it up a bit? Yeah. What's up, Lily Roo? Yeah, wiring absolutely does tend to stunt this growth. And I absolutely agree. Here we go. So I'm coming in. I'm going to work right here in front of you guys. So bear with me. I'm just looking at the movement here where I can cut it. I want to cut it sort of back to the first leaf there so that I can begin the turning, because every time you cut it, it starts to turn a little bit. So you want to control where you want to do that, and you don't want to have those so far apart either. You want them kind of close together at first, I think. Is that right, you guys? Now I should be designing this from the front, but I'm not. This thing's got a wacky branch that goes all the way across the back here. Hey Nigel, you ever think of doing a live stream? Is that something that you're able to do? Man, if I lived close enough to you, man, I would totally do this. I would totally do your live stream for you. Bring my equipment, my team. It's just me and Brandon, so it's not like a bunch of people. But Brandon and I, we'd come out there and do that. But we're way too far out there. All right, so I'm gonna get down on its level here so I can see what I'm doing a little more. It's got this like windswept kind of style over here, kind of like, yeah, the wind's been blowing. I've already got one that does that, Fukien Tree. I suppose it lends pretty well to that style. I want a more of an upright oak-like tree with a little bit of balance to it. That's right, I'm not wiring, so I'm going to cut these kind of low and back. The Fukien tree's got branches growing just outwards and inwards. A lot of great movement. Well, I can tell you one thing, Nigel. I don't know if you, I think I've heard that you don't have a cell phone. So actually what I'm using is my Samsung Galaxy S10, and it's streaming, and I've got capabilities to do it on my computer, but I don't have a great camera that'll do that. So I think if your camera is able to plug into your into your computer there, so that you can use it as a webcam, you can do a live stream that way if you wanted to. Although you do post with such regularity that doing a live stream is really, I mean, is it necessary for Nigel? I mean, I would love to see him working live. Actually, you can, for the most part, those workshops. But then, you know, it's a different type of vibe with those workshops. Okay, let's keep working on this thing. How are we looking? 50-foot cord to your camera, yeah. I suppose you can try to do it in your plant room one of these days. Okay. This branch is wacky-dacky. I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut it a little bit longer than I want, but I'm going to go back a little more. So there's a lot of movement to that one. Looks like it was at least cut twice. I mean, these things almost take 90-degree turns when you give them a cut. The clip and grow on this is pretty cool, because you get such a crazy angle so quickly. I mean, it literally almost comes out at 90 degrees. Yeah, okay, it's like 45 degrees. So where you cut it, where the node is, it's going to come out, 45 degrees. So it's, I guess it's normal, but once it hardens off, it's such a dramatic angle over here. Can you cut that out of the crotch there? How are y'all doing here? Let's see. Uses an iPhone for everything. Yeah, I mean, dude, these they shouldn't even call them phones anymore. I mean, that's like the last thing that they do nowadays. No, he needs that would connect it like a USB. It's got a nice long one over here. Okay, I'm gonna get over here so you guys can see some close-up stuff. Get some close-up magic going on here. I'm gonna zoom in some. Okay. Mm. I'm just cutting off nubs, dead nubs. This one's full of nubs. Now, if you're just joining me, when we got this was buried. It had 2 to 3 inches. You couldn't even see it. So I'm surprised how long this actually turned out to be. Once we got the soil off the top of it there. So I'm just lightly brushing away some stuff. I'm going to cut off some of these nubs as I was mentioning earlier. So once you have these dead wood that you get after you do a cut, you turn that down flush eventually, and that makes the branch look really, ooh, that hit me right in the tip of my nose. That makes it look much better. Okay, we're looking pretty good over here. Now it has a protruding branch that comes off way over here. I think we can control the direction of this if we try. So let's go ahead and find a good internode to begin. I think we'll go right here, sticking out this way, so it'll start to grow this way, and we can manipulate it later. Pretty cool. Clip and grow. And I'll tell you, everything I've learned about clip and grow, I've learned it from watching a particular YouTube channel, which will go unmentioned, because he needs no introduction. I'm just kidding. It's Nigel, my man. All right, so we're just cleaning up trunk areas here, things in the crotch region. This one's coming off in like a 3 pattern, so I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, I don't know. I think it's already damaged. Yeah, it's like half dead right there. Maybe I can keep it. Now, let's go ahead and take that off flush here. Okay, that's better. Now you can start to see that feature in the trunk a little better. Okay. Okay, let's keep working. Looking very nice here. Let's see if we got a good focus still. I'm gonna have to get a couple rocks. It just doesn't feel that secure to me. And that's fine. The rocks really add nice little flavor to it. And I'm gonna go grab a couple of them right now. So hang out, be cool. Oh. my mixer already stop? Let's get that back up. Okay, got this pretty cool rock, which just going to place them down in here for now while I work. This is one like right here. Okay, that's it. It's good for now. We'll move those somewhere else a little later. Let's get back into cutting. So that could stand to be cut down. And I'm going to try to propagate these. I've got actually a couple Fukien cuttings. They're slow to grow. Don't know why. Yeah, it's got a nice little foliar pad here. Go ahead and give this one a cut right here. It's good to see you guys all hanging out, talking. It's a great little bonsai community we got here. Just hanging out on a Friday night. You let me know when you're about to air, Nigel, and we'll cut here. I'm just about finished with this. I don't know, maybe. Want that there, I guess. Definitely want that there. Got a long protruder over here. I think put it back to that. A lot of foliage over here. Let's just kind of keep a lot of it just to see what we have going on. We'll just trim it back, profile it. Don't have a big pair of scissors that I could use to, like Nigel there, for his ficuses. Fici? Ficuses. It's not like cacti, which by the way, I think it's just cactuses too, alright? No, it's cacti. Those are crazy. Okay. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I'm just kidding. Let me get down on this level here and see what we got. Weird branch right here. I think it needs to go. Okay, so I've got this branch. You see, it's worked so much. If I had it like over here, it would be really cool. I almost want to get rid of it. That'll leave this tree so bare. Like, imagine it just gone. Look at that. What do I do? Nigel, what do you think? Should I just cut it off? This guy right here. Get rid of it. Then there's nothing left over here. I mean, it'll grow. Boy, do these things grow. I think that's what I need to do. I think I need to set some, it's going to be cut down pretty hard, but you know, that's sort of the point. We want to set these branches up for success. Fight guy. Fight guy. Let's see. Over here with you guys. So hard to choose sometimes. So I got a trifurcation right here. This one is much more vigorous than the rest. And she crosses over. Let's just go ahead and get rid of it. We're making big decisions today. Okay, yeah. The more and more that I cut off, the more that I think it's a better idea to get rid of this branch here. As a matter of fact, we're going to cut it back quite hard. Probably to right about... No. Let's start right back here first. Okay. Since I did that, makes me want to keep going and getting this pretty hard over here. Let's clean up some of this over here. What do you guys got to say? Yeah, I know. We're getting down to a stump here. And you know, that's what's going to happen. I thought I was going to have like a nice little tree, like, you know, foliar pads and everything by the time I was done with this, but there's a lot of problem branches that really needed some work. So I'm going to do some more of that cutting here. Okay, so we got another trifurcation in there, or at least, yeah, a point where there's 3 branches. I'm going to go for the middle one out of here. Wow, there's so much movement in that one already. This is a tough one, you know. You know, I play a lot of chess, and making decisions like this makes me feel like I'm trying to decide whether or not to take that sacrifice, you know. I'm starving. We're gonna have to eat here soon. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, so back to it over here. I think it needs to go. Oh man, more gone. But we are getting a pretty decent looking thing over here. So let's go ahead and get rid of that long one. You guys know in like 2 weeks this thing's going to be full of new leaves and foliage here, branches growing. Then we'll have more to choose from next time. So we got to make some, basically set the bones, you know? check this out. Okay, so this is the branch we were talking about before. Boy, does it have some crazy movement, but if that was completely gone, at least leave it up here. So we'll cut it back right here, get rid of that. Yeah, let's try that. Oh my goodness, we're cutting down so much, it's not even funny. It's almost scary. Okay, let me get a good angle for y'all. Okay, we're coming in. Oh man, see, that was such a good branch, but that's okay. I think these kind of cuts are good. Okay, also let's shorten that down. What about this? It's too much back there. It's got this great feature here I kind of want to show. See what you all have to say about that. Yeah, compact, exactly. Bonsai Science, I love you. You're great. I love you, girl. Let's see, it's a structural reset. That's right. It's going to be set up to be an amazing bonsai. I can't agree with you more. So we just want to make sure there's not too many long internodes. So I'm thinking we can take that down a bit. I think we should do that. What do you think? Wonderful. What do you think? Should I keep this long? Should we give it a good cut right there? I think the cut right there should happen. Because yeah, this is just too long right there. It's just too long. Give that a cut right there. I think we're just about complete here. Just a few more decisions. Still have a little bit too much going on there. Okay, let's fast forward this song, huh? Yeah, let's get some funk. Cut, 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 cut. Yeah, so we're gonna do some more of that cutting. Right there. And right there. Boy, oh boy. I think we're looking pretty good here, y'all. Let's cut this back down a bit here. Okay. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with that. We can start seeing our triangle here. You know, if you imagine that, we'll let some of this foliar mass start to take place. I'm trying to use all these big fancy words. Basically, I'm going to let this thing grow for a little bit, and we'll see what it looks like in a couple weeks, a couple months, and then maybe we'll do some more with it later. But I think we're a successful pruning for clip and grow. My Fukien tree, my Carmona Retusa. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to take one last look at the comments here before we say bye. So, let's see what we got. Lots of cuttings generated. That's right. Thank you, Nigel. I think it looks great as well. My stomach is growling so hard. RM, thank you. Jay, welcome. I cannot wait to show some more of this. So let's get this close up so you guys can see a little more of her, and we'll cut it down. We'll cut it, cut the stream. Go down a little more here. Excuse the bouncing. Woo! Okay. Trying to get this lower for y'all. So get eye level with her. There we go. See, it's got that hollowness right there. That's going to close up though. You know, these trees are not good for deadwood at all, so. Andrew, till next time as well, man. He's got to go finish finishing. Like a record, baby. Okay, y'all. I think that's it for today. Just trying to look at what a good angle would be for this. I don't know what a good front is just yet, but that's okay. We'll find out front later. All right. Have a wonderful night, you guys. Oof. Happy Fukien Friday. Don't forget to watch Nigel's Ficus Friday, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm sure you guys already are, so share us a little bit more. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, so help us make that little milestone happen. We'll be on tomorrow morning with a $50 challenge. Bye.